So we need to start, so nested for loop, few more programs we need to write. So let's plan the programs. What are those programs? So basically I want to print right angle triangle or ladder type of things. How can you do that? That is achievable with nested for loop only. So we have a clear already programs here given. Either you can go through them. See rectangle pattern, you can print. And one more is a triangle pattern. So these are the two things. Then we'll discuss on the break and continue statements. So let's see these two programs, rectangle pattern. First, we'll try a rectangular pattern. So let's open the VS Code. So VS Code editor will use still all the control structure programs. Then we'll switch back to the other one. So here I just created a print 1 to 10 nested for loop demo. Let me write one more. So protected, static, so void, so print a rectangular. Okay. Rectangle. So you know already rectangle means, so we should have a so length and height, right? Max. So that is the max rows and max columns. So we are doing that. So that will plan it. Let's see. I'll decide final variables. Final int max. So because final means you have to write a capital letters. Max rows equal to 4. Final int max columns. We can print. So this you can take 5. I'll take 3 or 4, whatever it is. It's fine. Okay, so that's how you can. Okay, so you can take this here, vice versa, both basically. Now, again, two for loops. So obviously, outer for loop represent the rows, inner for loop represent the columns. For so int I equal to 1. So I less than or equal to max rows and I plus plus. Same way, inner for loop for columns. Int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to max columns and j plus plus. So you just use the print statement instead of println. So we want to print just no star. Okay, so that's what we are printing. After that, you can bring the cursor to next row. So why I'm bringing the cursor to next row is this will print and move to next row, so that it will be automatically rows will change. So that's a simple one. Let's see. Print rectangle. Just call the method in the main method below. So both are static, so you can call directly. See, this is the one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and here 4. So this is the rectangle pattern. If you want some space, you can give a space. So I can just give a space here. So to whatever you want, it's up to you. So how much space you want to distinguish. If you want to distinguish that, it's easy. Yeah, so you got some space here, right? In this. So that's how you can clear. Let's write a triangle. Yeah, any questions here? Yeah, if you don't have any question, let's move on to the triangle pattern. Right angle triangle you have to. So right angle triangle. So triangle means, you see that this is the right angle triangle. So rows and column count should be same. Rows and column count should be same there while printing. Say here first row and 1 column. Second row 2 stars, 2 columns. This is the 1 row and this is the another column. This is the first column, second column. But second row. Third row 3 stars. So how it is possible? Because it's all, you have to make column count is same as a rows count. How many rows you want even in your rectangle triangle? It all depends on that. Okay, let's write another method. Public static void triangle pattern. So you can declare a final int max rows equal to 5. And then you can try it out. So int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to max rows I plus plus. Now inner for loop. So int j equal to 1. So j less than or equal to I. So that is the one. And j plus plus. So now you print the. So first println. So you use the print method. Okay. Star and remove the ln. So then inner for loop after bring the cursor to next row. If you want to change the row, this is the very important. So that's how you can do. Here, this is the main important logic you need to remember. If I equal to 1, j equal to 1, only 1 star will print. That's it. So even j plus plus means 2. 2 less than or equal to 1 now, false. That's why it will go to outer for loop. So these are the main concepts, some of them we should learn. So how to print rows and columns same means you make it a less than or equal to I. I just want to make a separation. That's what I made it. Debug, see that right angle triangle. So this is the right angle triangle. 5 rows and the triangle shape. Okay, that's all about for loop. I hope you have completed while loop programs. If not, please work on that area. Is very important. So for loop, we are using so many types. So many places you will use for loop. So that's why you should be very perfect on the for loop. So even in automation also you will use.
Ramesh, sorry to interrupt. One small basic question: system out print in that line. Yes, colon followed by star, right? Yes.
Yeah.
What is that? Yes, doing
So
there?
yeah, basically in the VS Code editor.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a string, right?
Mm.
It just takes as a one parameter as a yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So it will show as a parameter. Even though I am not giving that yes, but it is taking by default.
Oh, okay.
So in VS Code and IntelliJ, you will get
Mm-hmm.
automatically the parameter. Print method will accept one parameter, that is type string.
Mm-hmm.
That it tells.
Okay, by
When
default.
you are giving a values, it will come automatically.
Okay. You even we are not typing that.
Yeah, we are not typing. Automatically it will come.
Okay.
Yeah. Good observation. And
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so that's all about for loop. Let's move on to break and continue statements. These are crucial, very important ones.
Great.
And I'll show running in debug mode so that you can understand better, right? What is a break? So when the loop inside, if break is encountered, the loop is going to terminate automatically. So wherever a break statement is there, the further execution will stop and it will exit from that entire block. For example, you're in the for loop block. So entire for loop will skip and move to after for loop statement. That is the break statement means. Break means stop there and exit that entire block. So that's the break. So that once it encountered the break, the control of the program, so it will go to the next statement. So after the loop. So that's the break statement. If the condition is true, then break statement terminates the loop immediately. So that's the break. And I'll explain this program so that you will get a better idea. Then what is continue? So continue means, so continue statement skips the current iteration of a loop, any loop, for loop, while loop, or do loop. So current iteration will be skipped and it will execute and it will move to next iteration. So current iteration won't continue further. That means continue from the next iteration. Skip the current iteration. That is the meaning of. So whatever after continue, it won't execute further. So it will go back again for next iteration. So that is this continue and break statement. So let's go and quickly do this. I'll create a new class. Okay. New class, new file, that is break continue demo dot java. See, automatically you're getting a package, class, everything. So then just main method, take the main method also. But I'll take non-static methods here because we didn't write non-static methods much. So I'll write the non-static method private void break demo. Okay. So just print for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. If always loop inside, if condition inside, you will use break statement. If I equal to 5, then I'm saying break it. So if I is not equal to 5, just print the I value. So that's what I'm saying. And I'll come out of the, so out of for loop. Okay. So let's go and I'll call this. I'll create object for this class. So I want to create an anonymous object. Later I will change it. Okay. First I want to create anonymous object. How to create anonymous object? You should know, right?
Yes.
That's why I'm just showing.
Without
Yeah.
variable.
See, this is the anonymous object calling.
Yes.
Calling a method with anonymous object. Okay. Yeah. So now I want to run in debug mode. I'll put a breakpoint. Okay. Maybe started executing the break demo. So let's start debug mode. See, it stopped at the 7th line. Why I kept the breakpoint here? Then it stopped. Now, so how can you move next? So you have options. So can you see here all the options? So you can see step over, step into, and step out. Okay, I want step into. Next, I want to go to or step over, whatever it is. F10, F11, F11, all they're using different, but you can use any one of them. So this is the continue. You want to continue, you can use this. That means you don't want to run line by line, you can use this one. And if you want to step into, step over, yeah. So now it is, see here, are you seeing here? See how beautiful this is. I equal to 1. I didn't write it. So here, I equal to 1, 1 equal to 5, it is checking. So let's move on. So what happened? So this is false, right? That's why it jumped out of this. Please watch carefully. This 8th line onwards, it skipped and came to 11th line. Why? Because this condition is false. False means it should not go inside. Next. So 1 is printed. Now, so again step into I equal to 2. See, you can see even I don't need to write. This is so beautiful, right? So otherwise we need to write there in the Eclipse. Here it is showing what is the I value. See, I equal to 3. I equal to 4. I equal to 5. So now what will happen? Where it will go cursor? 8th line after where it will go? 11th or 9th?
9th line.
9th line. Now it is true, right? I value 5, 5 equal to 5 true. So it will come inside. See, break statement executed. Break statement, if it executes, what will happen? For loop is ending in the 12th line. So it will jump there. See, it came to 14th. It moved out of the entire loop. So moved out of the loop. That's the beauty of this, so this VS Code is so nice. And see, the method is ending here now. Method is ending, and then observe here. Method is ending. Now where it is going? See that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of for loop. Out of for loop statement executed. Method is ending in the 5th line, 15th line. Now where it is going? Main method ending. Because the main method below nothing is there. First 21 statement executed. 21 statement after it went to that method inside. The break demo method inside, it went line by line code executed. That ended. Then main method is ending now. So that's it. So all done. This is the thread class. It is exiting. Okay, it is exiting. So I can run it. That's how you can run the code. Okay. Any questions?
Ramesh, one doubt, Ramesh. Not related to this. See, we have created a workspace. We created folder for Eclipse, right? Same folder we can bring and it will run here also.
You can open here. You can open.
Yeah,
Just open.
There is no separate syntax or something, right?
Nothing. Just open folder.
Yeah, I have done it.
Workspace.
And, okay.
Simple. So very simple. This one.
You created a folder here. Can you please come to that folder structure? Click on the left. Now VS Code project. It's a folder name here, right? That is a folder
name. Yeah, this is also another folder. This folder inside, all these are files. Java files.
Right. By add folder only we can be added here folders here.
Right. Okay. Now the last program. Let's do the last program.
For running in debug mode, you click only on debug, right, Ramesh?
Debug. That's it. So simple. But first breakpoint.
You have to place that click on
place
that.
The breakpoint. Place the breakpoint. Again, I'm coming back. Okay, for that second program. Maybe you observe it. First step, what I'm doing. Okay. You have to write the breakpoint. First breakpoint setting is a very important. From which line onwards you want, that you need to tell to the program. So int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to 10, and j plus plus. If j percentile by 2 equal to 0, then continue. I'm just saying continue. So that means what I'm doing, so anybody can guess it here.
Modulus remainder is 0. If j divided by 2 remainder is 0, then you have to continue.
So what will happen?
It will print j.
See here, I'm just
click add a breakpoint. Okay.
I'm adding breakpoint in a for loop. One time is enough. 2 times is not enough. So 2 times it will here is the breakpoint. So you just click on 1 time, that's enough. Now, so now I cannot use this because I want to call 2 members of this class. So I should not use this one. If you use, what will happen? You see this. Let's use, okay? Let's use. So I want to show you that difference also for you guys. What will happen here? Please understand here. Now what will happen? So 30th and 32nd line, what will happen? Can anyone explain? The memory partition point, what will happen? I want to
It finds the same
specify
address
memory.
location. Address
it-
location will be same for both, Ramesh.
That's what. So that's
So it
wrong.
will call the same break demo method rather than calling continue
Or
demo.
override.
I
the
think you
continue.
guys need to look at our memory explanation topic and all the basics. Once again, I suggest go and refer our videos. So wherever I mentioned, so these methods area only, right? I mentioned that very clearly.
Mm.
So please go and watch that, understand the how it will happen. So anybody, Rajeshwari, what is your understanding?
Two separate memory allocations will be happen for both them.
Is it Maleshwari?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was
Anil.
asking, okay, Rajeshwari, you are so okay, Rajeshwari only, okay. So as Rajeshwari mentioned, two memories will be created here, sir. Every time remember one very simple to remember. New means
New memory address.
new
Yes.
object.
Yes, sorry. New address. New object.
That's easy to remember. I have given already. New class name parenthesis means object.
Yes, yes.
This is the one object. And this is
is
another
another.
object. One more new.
That's all.
There's one more new object. It's not same. This memory address is different. And this memory address is because you are creating one more object. This is the object creation, right?
Mm.
And why are you forgetting that simple basic point? I don't understand that. I already very, very clearly mentioned there. Every time you call new class name parenthesis, so that's a new object.
Mm.
You call n number of times. If I call 10 times, 10 objects will create.
Yeah.
It's not same object. Now total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 objects I am creating for the single class. That's what a class is just a template. Using that class, you can create n number of objects. Simple, sir, our mobiles. Mobile is a class. Or you take one structure of a building. How many buildings you can construct with the same design? So many, right?
Mm.
Here also same. Class is just a design, just a template. From that you can create n number of objects.
Okay.
How you can create object? New keyword. Whenever you use a new keyword, a new object is created in the memory. In which memory? Which memory new object will be created?
Heap memory.
Heap memory. I think you guys said that's a very, very crucial point, sir. You are missing. Without that basics, it's difficult to survive in the subject. Please go and refer that memory areas and the non-static methods and this area. This is the very crucial. I explained even stack and heap memory differences. It's very important, guys. Please. Without that, and that means you are moving out of the subject. If you don't know that. Okay. Anyhow, so
Ramesh,
comment. Yeah.
here you are making an anonymous object. You are calling an anonymous object. Okay. So basically, there is another method where we do it like we have a syntax, right? Class name followed by object is equal to new class name, right? So what is the difference between that and this?
That's what, sir. I covered all these things. You have to refer our videos. I cannot explain again and again and repeatedly. Go and refer our methods topic.
Okay,
Very,
Ramesh.
very clearly explained there.
Hmm.
It's not simple. So much time I invested there.
Okay, Ramesh. I got
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so now let's go and do that. We have 3 minutes. This one. I'll debug. See, even it didn't stop here because I didn't put a breakpoint on this 18th line. I put a breakpoint in the 19th line. See, this is stopped here. The execution stopped here in the 19th line. Now my intervention is needed. It is telling your intervention is needed. So if you want to execute line by line from 19th to next lines of code, you use these debug related tools. These are debug related tools. So step over. Okay, j equal to 1. So 1% by 2 is equal to 0? No. So it will jump to 23 lines. So 1 will print. Basically, I'm printing odd numbers here. So that's what I was expecting from you guys, but nobody answered that. Now z equal to 2. 2% by 2 0. So it will execute continue. That means 2 is not going to print because continue means it will go to next iteration, that is third iteration. So it is not going to this statement. Continue means continue from next iteration. Skip this iteration, the remaining lines, and move from next iteration. That's what the meaning of continue. So now j equal to 3, it's a false. So 3 will print. And 4 is a true. So it's a even number, it will skip. And 5 will print. 6 won't print. 7 won't print. 7 will print because it's a odd number. So 8 won't print because it's a divided by 2 equal to 0. 9, 10 won't print because it's a, say it is skipped that all the code and main method completely done. So that's the how to execute the code in debug mode. So that's why practice how line by line code will execute. Nowadays, people are, in the companies, they're checking whether this guy is a right candidate or not. They're asking, so run in debug mode. How you will run in debug mode? That's what they're checking. That's why I'm teaching all these basics. These are basics and fundamental. If you want to become a automation developer or a Java developer, these are basics. These basics must be proficient. You should not, be doubtful on these areas. Again, so processes, they're asking, show me the processes in your computer. So just right click, go to task manager, and these are all processes. So may know all these things, and which process you don't want, you can kill them. Just select that and you can kill it. Okay. So Alex, I don't want. So end the task.